welcome back. So, you successfully sabotaged a gun, because all guns are hilariously easy to sabotage.
No, sabotage 2 guns.
No, you sabotaged one gun really well. Oh. Because it's just kind of one big cannonish thing.
Oh, right. I thought you said we'd sabotage on the other side as well.
Yeah, he sabotaged the other side of the gun.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
Big gun.
Big
Fair
gun.
enough then.
So, you begin moving deeper into the ship, and you can hear what is unmistakably the sound of some sort of orc patrol up ahead.
Ooh.
Though it's difficult to tell how many of them exactly there are.
Can you snipe them out?
Possibly.
Corridor's a bit tight for that. You've probably got about 20 seconds before they come around the corner, tops.
Should we set up a defensive position, just ready to...
Can do if you want. I mean, there's a limit to how much... you can sort of get yourself into something vaguely approximating cover to begin with. That's about the best you're going to be able to do.
Gromlick's wide in the open.
I was going to recommend, it's like, Gromlick, if you hide over there, you could jump them.
No.
No, Gromlick doesn't get.
No.
So,
Gromlick would...
a group of orcs comes round the corner.
Can I just immediately fire at one of them?
Hmm?
Can I just fire at one of them?
Give me a second to set these guys up. So, stick one of them over there.
Yeah.
Like over at this end.
Right, I want pictures so I can post, please.
Yeah.
Those two.
Are these the ones you did yesterday and had to repaint?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it was only one. There was only one, trust me.
They got at the end.
It was only one, but it was like I was going through like halfway through, and I was like, oh.
Is there an orc knob with them?
Yes, the one with the power claw is not.
Okay. I'm going for him.
So, 4 orcs come around the corner, being led by a bigger...
Wait, 4?
Yeah.
Well, there's only 3.
3 and a no.
Oh.
4 orcs. So, in the using standard Imperium characterization, there are 3 boys and a knob.
Right.
Because orcs like to use the term knob to designate their leaders, because noble. I love the fact you're just hiding behind everybody else.
Who, me?
Oh,
Oh,
me.
no.
I
So,
can shoot over his head though.
as the orcs see you, orcs do what orcs do. They take one look at you, and at the top of their lungs,
Silver remote.
they scream.
Can you get the silver remote? It's over there.
No reacting to that.
Oh, we're going to get in trouble by neighbours.
No, well, the TV's just going to go off. There we go.
That's not what I was talking about.
Oh, right. No one cares about the neighbours.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry, I deliberately warned these guys to do that with me,
Are
because
they-
I knew you wouldn't be expecting it.
What, you want that closer or...
Did you?
No, they're fine now.
Like,
Roll
No.
for initiative.
Oh, fuck. I'm
one
minus-
dice or 2.
My -1 on this.
Oh, wait, hold on. One.
No.
Sure.
Here's my turn. Oops. 11.
So 11 for Cromlech.
Oh, wait, rolling both?
No,
No, just
Oh,
one.
I'll roll
just
an
one.
8 then.
And then, yeah.
cool.
I
8
did-
plus your agility.
No,
11. So 11 for both of you two.
No,
You also
I
get plus 2 because you're
I
using
got
your...
5 plus 4 plus my...
Plus your plus 2.
We've all got 11 then.
You've all got 11.
Right,
So wait,
roll
you
off.
can decide between you guys which order you're going in.
I would like to go first.
Okay.
Cool.
I never go
Wait.
first.
Well, go on then. Do you want to rock, paper, scissors over
Yeah.
it?
On 3.
Oh,
So 1,
oh shit!
Ready?
2. Okay.
Ready?
1, 2,
Paper, scissors,
3.
shoot!
1,
Rock,
2,
paper, scissors, shoot!
Okay,
Hey,
cool. He's
he
going
goes
Okay,
first.
so you go
Right,
first.
then you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Wait, no. Stop doing so much waving. 1, 2, and then on 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
What are you doing?
Right, cool.
So 1, 2, and then you show
No,
on
you
3.
just go rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Did you?
Yeah.
I just
Never
got
heard
1,
that.
2, 3.
I thought I'd say rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper,
douche.
scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Doesn't
Either way.
matter.
Either way.
Anyway, I got second.
Comment down below of how
I love
rock,
the
paper,
fact that
scissors
when I was
works.
writing these down, I automatically went Gromlech, Tina, and Carl. Because at this point, Brian's just been completely subsumed by the character. Right, you've also got Amberly and Mira with you. So Amberly gets an 8, and her agility, I'm pretty sure, is 4. So cool, Amberly's going ahead of you, Gromlech.
That's fine. Anyone else I would be peeved off with. No!
And Mira. Mira, what is your
I believe
ability?
use Thunderbolt.
And Mira kind of fluffed that. She's only getting a 6. Actually, she does get an 8 because she's got using her pulse.
Kind of wish I had said I used my power first.
Use Storm.
You're using your axe, aren't you?
Yeah, I've said I've got my axe.
Okay, now we just need to do the orcs. That's why I have the book open.
Here we go! Here we go!
There we go.
Agility bonus of 3.
Mouse.
So 10 for one of the orcs.
Oh.
10.
Sure.
Sure, right, well, sure. So many fingers I got.
13 for one of them.
13.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unless you're the knob, then you don't have 10 fingers.
Well, if you took your shoe off, you'll be able to count those toes.
Yeah. Alright, my boot's not going off. Use the claw thingy, alright?
I like that mentality. It's like five,
And then knob. Ha! The knob's really slow.
5 fingers. 5 fingers equals a fist. 5 fists equals a brawl.
And the knob is only on a 4. Sweet. So we have our combat order. So, one of the orcs.
Got a 4.
Yeah, the knob got a 4. The knob is slow. One of the orcs, specifically the second one there.
Which one?
So going right to left, second one. So 1, 2,
That's left
3,
and right.
and then the knob. Well, whatever. Going that way. So, cool. It runs towards you, flailing its weapon. So it can move up to 12 spaces when it
1,
runs.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
So it's right there.
Yep. It's not even going to bother firing its gun at you. It's just closing in. Amberly raises her plasma pistol in her left hand. Does she have ambidextrous?
The other side. It's not that one.
She's gone like just duck. Like, no, no, no.
Yes, she does. Good. She raises up her plasma pistol, ballistic skill of 35, and fires a shot at the orc that's closing.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh,
You're
Gets a
welcome.
6.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
that. The plasma shot slams home into the orc's body. It's just dead center mass shot.
We probably should have got more orcs.
I mean, to be fair, orcs are actually really tough in this game.
Yeah.
The plasma pistol hits for 1d10 plus 7 damage. So 1d10, 6, so 13 damage. Slams home into the center of the orc's chest. It negates 8 of that for its toughness, so it takes 5 points of damage. The orc yells out in pain as the plasma ball slams into its guts, but it still keeps on coming.
Do the voice call.
Yep, so that one's down to 6 wounds.
We took a shot. I didn't get a chance to.
Gromlick,
Yes.
your turn.
How many spaces can I move? 6.
What's your agility bonus?
3.
3. Then you can move 3 this turn, or you can do a full move for 6.
Excuse me.
I'm just going to charge into that orc.
Cool. As long as you've got a straight line, that's fine. So you close with him, and you roll me a plus 20 ballistics test, and plus 10 for your hatred of orcs.
90! 26!
Yep. Your axe smashes into that orc, hitting him in the...
55.
That's one of the limbs, isn't it?
That is his leg.
Yep.
Which one I don't know.
55. That's not his
No,
leg.
55. No, that's just
The
body.
Blood body.
Your axe cleaves into his body. What's the damage on your axe?
1d10 plus... Oh, no. Plus 7.
Really? Wow. Plus the 8 you're now getting, in addition to that.
Yeah.
So 1d10 plus 15 damage, please.
9.
Jesus. So 24 damage minus 8 for... Yeah, it's dead. Your axe cleaves the orc in half at the waist as you swing wildly across. It sort of staggers down in apparent surprise and then keels over very, very dead.
Oh, yeah.
Can I recognize any orc clan?
They look like freebooters to you.
Right, okay. Okay, I need that knob.
Tina.
Hello. And what's the distance that we're at?
Count it.
Oh, hang on, where am I at? 1, 2,
Count it,
3, 4,
bitch.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I need
Bolt
to
gun,
use the
yeah.
bolt gun.
Yeah.
90 meters.
Cool. Did you have your bolt gun drawn?
No, I had the Inferno pistol.
In which case, you're going to have to draw your bolt gun. So that's a half action to switch weapons.
Mhm.
So you've still got a half action in which you can just take a single basic shot.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Cool. Who are you targeting?
I'm going to aim at this one.
Orc number 3. That is fine. So shot with your bolt gun, please.
It's a ballistic test, isn't it?
Just a standard ballistic test.
48. 53. Fate point. It's my last fate point.
Your last fate point. You sure you want to use it?
So when he says that, like, what else have we got to encounter
No, I'm
here?
going to save it.
Fair enough. Yeah, your bolt shell whizzes past the orc as it moves towards you and slams into the wall behind it, scoring a pretty impressive dent in it and leaving a small burning residue from your inferno rounds.
We dodge.
Carl,
Love his orc boy.
your turn.
I aim for this orc here with the helmet.
Yep.
I aim for that orc.
99!
No, I'm just going to fire two shots.
2 single shots.
Two single shots.
Was that 89 now?
What's the qualities of your weapon? 'Cause you get
The best.
yeah. So you get plus 10 for the scope.
Uh-huh.
And plus 20
So
for
laser
skill.
sight, I've got
Yeah,
10
laser
plus
sight.
So
Yeah.
I've got 10 plus accuracy.
Yeah.
Weapon master rifles, the 10 plus to hit.
Yeah.
Plus-
And it's got the accurate quality. Cool. So the first shot, please.
What
okay.
the heck,
And remember
man?
degrees of success is important.
That is 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's enough degrees of success for both of the extra 2d10s of damage. You hit him in the body. No, that's one of the arms, isn't it?
Yeah, that's his
right
right
arm. Your shot clips him in the right arm, right near the shoulder. 3d10 plus whatever the damage on that weapon is, please, because of how many
Okay.
degrees of success you got.
3d10.
Oh, okay. So I got 10,
You're
4,
Righteous Fury.
and 3.
Yeah, roll me to see if Righteous Fury goes off. Just 10, 4, and 3.
Just
So 17 damage so far.
just roll it.
It's both dice. You basically repeat the attack action, and if you succeed, then you get an extra d10 of damage.
Okay, so just two dice again.
Yep.
Another 10 and 9.
Yeah. So you've hit him again effectively. So roll me damage. Just one extra d10 of damage.
Wait, is that for the hit? Or
No, that's for Righteous Fury.
Oh.
Basically, Righteous Fury. If you get a 10 on one of your damage dice, Righteous Fury triggers.
Right.
To see if it actually goes off, you re-roll the attack again with all the attendant modifiers, and if you succeed, you gain a bonus d10 of damage on your attack.
So, but because I've rolled such a high number, does that?
No, it just had to be. It's a flat succeed or fail test. That one.
Oh,
So if you get
did
If
I
you
10
have to roll?
again.
succeed, you get a bonus d10 of damage.
Oh, okay.
If you got another 10 damage again,
It does keep stacking. Yes.
So,
So-
it's quite,
so 1d10.
it's
Yeah.
1d10. Okay. That is 5.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's another 5 points of damage. That orc, which one was it, by the way, that you were aiming at?
It was
So
a
that one, cool. The shot slams into its shoulder and severs its arm very violently.
Nice.
So which arm is this? Sorry.
Right arm.
Right on.
So his gun arm's gone.
Even for an orc, the sheer level of thermal shock that bolt imparts as it cleaves through it is enough to be fatal.
He did.
Again, these guys have 12 wounds and you just did like 40 damage. Well, okay, you didn't do 40 damage, you did about
Okay.
25 damage.
So
Yeah.
one shot goes into him. Do I get the other shot?
Yeah, you've still got a second action to play with.
Alright, I'm going to fire into the next orc,
Cool.
which is this
Orc
one.
number 3, yes.
And then I'll leave the knob there for Gromlek.
Yeah.
Okay, so rolling to hit. That is not successful. Sorry, that is 70. Oh wait,
In with your bonuses.
No, that just hits. Sorry.
Just hit. So one hit.
One
Hits him.
hit.
So it hits him in 33, square in the center mass. So yeah, just 1d10 plus whatever the weapon's base damage.
1d10 plus 3 plus 2.
2.
So,
Yeah. So 1d10 plus 5.
that is 10.
15 damage, and roll to me to see if Righteous Fury goes off.
Okay. So 2 dice, yeah?
Yep, 2 dice.
That is 66.
Yep, Righteous Fury goes off. So roll me one more d10 of damage.
That is 7.
7, cool. So 15 plus 7, 22 damage minus 8. Yeah, it's dead. Your last bolt cores straight through and takes out whatever the Xenos equivalent of a heart is.
Nice.
It just sort of drops over dead.
Nice.
Carl's scary, guys. Mira's turn. Mira lifts her Stormbolter and points it at the knob. Mira's Stormbolter is awesome. She's going to fire this thing on full auto. 2, 4, yep. So potentially 8 shots are flying towards the orc here, because that's how Stormbolters work.
Okay.
Ballistic skill of 72.
Okay.
This is an aimed shot, so plus 10 to hit. 32. So 5 shots slam home into the orc from her Stormbolter.
No. Yeah.
Yep, into the... It's the only orc left at the moment. Yeah, I just need to quickly switch pages. I don't know why boys are so far back and yet knobs are so far forward. It's weird. Anywho.
I don't know. I guess it's because it's sort of like a character high level.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, so anyway, 5 shots from that bolter slam home into the orc, so that's 10 points of damage already. So it's taken at least 2 before I even roll the 5d10 of damage. Hilariously, this also has the... Oh god, it's plus 5. I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, it's taken 25 points of damage from all those hits before I rolled the actual dice. So I get to do this 5 times because it's got the rending quality. Every hit I roll 2d10 and pick the highest. So that's a 10 and a 10
Oh my god.
and a 9. So
29.
that's 29
I want a Stormbolter now.
and a 7. So that's 36 and a 4. So 40 points of damage. And let's see if Righteous Fury goes off.
Yeah, went off 3 times now.
Righteous Fury does not go off, surprisingly. But yeah, that's still 40 points of damage plus 25.
He did.
Yeah, minus 8, yeah. A fusillade of bolt shells slam into the orc's body, and each one explodes in a violent frenzy of gore. Green skin and red ichor are just plastered all over the walls.
Nice.
He very dead.
He's out. He's out to the count.
Yeah, that patrol didn't last terribly long. Jesus, I didn't realize I'd made Mira quite that good.
And I didn't realise how good my character is.
Don't realise how shit mine
I mean,
was.
to be fair, you got. It's because of the accurate quality on that weapon. It can potentially do massive damage.
I need to write this down so it's like if I ever do those shots, I can easily just like say what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, again, it's just the way that Righteous Fury is. The fact you've got Righteous Fury as well always helps. Because Righteous Fury is always good for a laugh.
Sorry, Ryan.
I don't know.
He cleaved an orc in half. What more did he want?
He wanted the knob.
Yeah. Those
He
poor
wanted
orcs
that
didn't
knob.
get. The orcs basically rounded to the corner and then got blown to bits. Is what happened there. They didn't achieve anything. So you take a moment to quickly examine the bodies. As you would expect from orcs, all of the equipment they have on them is absolute garbage. One of the orcs is quite literally, looks like they've taken a small piece of sheet iron and kind of hammered it around an axe handle in a way that's so loose that you're amazed that the head hasn't just fallen off yet. In fact, you wouldn't be surprised if it falls off all the time and you'll just keep putting it back on more aggressively each time.
But that's the thing. It's because they believe it works. It works.
Yeah.
That's
So,
why I love
you have successfully defeated that Orc Patrol. Not long after that brief firefight is over, you receive a Vox message from the hangar bay. My lady, we've reached the hangar bay. We are having an easier time of it than we expected. These orcs seem unusually disorganized. They're fighting each other more than us. The hangar is secure for the moment and we are entrenching our position. Your egress route will be secured when you need it, my lady.
Okay.
Shall we
He
continue?
ain't
on?
talking to you.
No, he was talking to Amberley, but you can all hear that because that's the transmission that's worth you all being aware of.
What now, Captain?
Are we continuing on?
Forward! Grumble was running off.
Gromlik, it might be time for a slight amount of subtlety. You move forward and you find yourself at the entrance to a large chamber. Specifically, you're at a gantry overlooking it. This was clearly some sort of communal space. Insofar as whatever ship this used to be before the orcs got it and messed with it. They've clearly cleared out a bunch of different decks to make a massive area. Looking down inside, you can see a pretty large group of orcs. There's several hundred of them within this bay. And they're all beating the living hell out of each other.
Should we just let them crack on?
There's 3, maybe 4 large groups battling each other for supremacy, and they are not pulling any punches. As you watch, one particularly large orc just kind of picks another up and physically rips him in half.
I recognize him.
No.
I recommend at this point we leave them to their fighting and then they can blow themselves up when they aim fire at us. We've got that item with psycho abilities to find. Is anyone going to say anything?
I'm waiting to see if Gromlik's going to cooperate. Come on, Gromlik. We can leave the orcs to kill each other. We have an objective here.
It turns around. You struck him, fucking come to fucking struck. And just goes up swearing away down the corridor.
As long as he's swearing, not doing anything stupid.
You sure you can vouch for that little bugger not doing anything stupid?
Then
these
you
days?
hear down the corridor, he's like, "Come on, you shreks, come and get me!"
Thankfully, the orcs can't hear you because they're too busy screaming and yelling at each other.
Still continues to swear down the corridor.
I would recommend you shut that little beast up before someone finds us.
Shut up, you wench!
Quite frankly, I think the orcs are too distracted. I suspect we killed their leader somewhere during the space battle. This is usually what happens when their controlling overlord dies.
Well, in any case, I think we should hurry and find this item that Gravane has found.
I would concur. Let us move with haste. So the party begins moving forward, and you find yourselves in a... I'm going to be charitable and call it a medical bay.
Right.
But if Tabitha ever saw this thing, she would murder everybody there. The closest thing they have to a scalpel is basically just a hacksaw.
We've got like a bread knife in there that they try to
Pretty
use.
much, yeah. Orc surgery is...
It's more like a chop shop than a med spot.
Yeah. As you go over, you see that there appears to be an orc in the room.
Is that a pinboy?
Nope.
Is he alive?
Oh yeah, it's alive. It's particularly deformed, even by orc standards, with bulges in its skull. It looks over at you, and looks up and just goes, "Humies? What your humies doing here? Oh well, I'm gonna crump you good with me brain!
I think we found our
Come on
fighter.
in, you Shrek! Chuck Brother just charges
This
off.
is a brain ball, yeah.
The orc grabs up a copper staff, and you can't help but notice that held within that staff is some sort of strange-looking orange crystal.
Right, can I try and aim and shoot him in the head?
Well, we will need to roll initiative momentarily.
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
get
I'm
advantage
just-
for charging off at him?
Hmm?
Can I get advantage for charging at him?
I'll give you a +10.
Thank
to your-
you.
Well, I'll give you a +1 to your initiative roll, basically.
Okay, thank you.
So hang on a second while I just finish describing this. So yeah, there's a large orange crystal crudely built into the head of its staff, and even at this distance, you can feel heat coming off it. It looks absolutely nothing like anything else in this bay. It screams, mysterious alien object.
Something that shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, a lot of orc stuff they get just by stealing from other people. So your money is on this being what you were looking for.
Okay.
Found it quickly.
Yeah, you did actually. To be fair, I was expecting that patrol to take longer to kill. I should have put more orcs in it.
That's what I was saying. It should have been more.
Again, it's like orcs are really tough because they've got they've functionally got toughness 8 for ignoring damage. But I forgot how much damage you guys do.
Can I do an intimidate test? And just to see if he'll just drop whatever he's got in his hand.
You can try.
I'll
This
try.
is an orc we're talking
I will try. So I need half a 38.
Yeah.
What's half a 38?
19.
19.
Let's see if you can get that
The
critical.
fact her character class literally cannot get trained intimidate.
Oh, I know.
And she's always trying to intimidate
So
people.
annoying.
Come on, it's
So
fine.
I'll point my gun right between his eyes and say, "You put that motherfucking staff down before I shoot your brains out." And then I need a 19. Oh, I got a fucking 6.
Oh wait, I don't think it's going to help much.
Why?
Because they've got might makes right, yeah. The orc clearly doesn't even understand the concept of surrender and screams loudly at you. It seems to have decided that even attempting to intimidate it makes you the target of its first attack.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
+1, +1, +1.
Oh, where's that? I forget.
That is a 10, 13, 14.
That's a 1.
Oh no, no.
On that dice, it's a 1.
8 point.
I've got 11.
I mean, technically you can if you want.
Yes! That's better. Here. 11, 12. 12.
So, 12.
I got a 10. 10 plus 4 plus
2.
2.
16 for Carl, so...
Shrap him
I'm
up.
gonna last a bit.
Fucking deny. He's got a fucking shit.
So you've
in
got
front
an
of
11 there, Grumley.
him. 12. Maybe +1.
And you were on...
11.
I would be a bit further ahead.
Okay, Emily. 10.
Oh, I'm calling. I got a 16.
You get bonuses. Mira, who's also getting a bonus, but is really bad at this,
Fucking
gets
get
an
it.
8.
Shrap of a hole.
Are you getting a phone call?
No, it's just Alice, my friend. She never sends one message. She sends several.
Oh, I've got friends like that. Yeah, why send one big message when you can send 15 tiny ones?
Exactly.
And the Psycho gets a 4, so 7. He's going last. Oh dear.
The orc.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get that far.
I mean, you might. Put it this way. The book says he's got 19 wounds. He's got more than that.
Oh God.
It's like it's meant to be a big boss fight.
Yeah, he lets out an almighty shout, and as he does, you see several other orcs piling into the side of the room.
Oh shit.
Sweet. So where do you...
How many?
I will
many?
take. 4 orcs come piling into the side of the room. So,
So which side are we talking about?
that side.
This side?
Yeah.
Okay. Pass me one more, please.
One more orc.
Thank you.
These are clearly boys who've been hanging around in the area, and effectively they've heard his psychic call to battle. Because they've just arrived, they're going to be last in the turn order. But we're basically out of time for this part, so I think before the actual fighting begins, that's a good point to end it. So, thank you very much for watching.
Bye.